Hello, hello, hello. How are you, everyone? The Hangout is live, exciting. So I see so many of you all here, and just to make sure that we have really good connection, you guys can hear me clearly, and everything is all good. If you are in the chat, if you can please respond and let me know that we are good to go and that you can see me, hear me, and all is well. So if you can, just give me some feedback. Super excited about tonight, guys. I love talking about how to increase more profits in your business. And so tonight we are going to be focused on that. If you can, please let me know if you can hear me. I see a lot of hellos. I see we have hundreds. We have over 500 people registered for tonight's Power Packed workshop. So can you hear me? I see everybody saying hi to each other. Hello. We have over 400 people on now. So if you guys can let me know if you can hear me. Maybe we're delayed. Okay. I need somebody to text me and tell me you can hear me. All is good. Because we're going to kick off. I'm going to give about 2 more minutes to allow some folks to hop on, and then we are going to crank this puppy up. Listen, while we are getting prepared for this, I want to really instruct you. Listen, you guys, because it's easy to consume more information, but how many of you want a transformational year in 2017? If you want a transformational year in 2017, here's what we are going to do live on this workshop. I want you to communicate with me by going out there and posting. We have a group. I want you to get plugged into it. It's called Bold Unapologetic Success. If you head over there, you can add yourself. I don't know what you guys are on. I don't want you to get away from the webinar and the workshop, but I want you guys to communicate with me in the group. So if you want to add it, okay, cool. Somebody texted me and said we can hear. Awesome. It's either Khadijah or somebody, one of my Jacksonville peeps. So if you want to head on over and make sure you guys are a part of the group, that way we can go ahead and be able to communicate, connect, hear from you all in the group. But if you are ready for a transformational year and you're already in the group, I want you to head on over to our group and say, transformational year for me starts today, okay? Transformational year for me starts today. You are so committed to your transformation. I want to know that you are so connected to your outcome. I want to know that you are ready for change. And so I want to make sure that you all are connected tonight, that you are listening, you're plugged in, that you are able to really hear what it is that we have going on and actually take it in and be ready to actually apply it into your life, okay? So I'm ready. I am so ready. So I'm going to pop on one of my favorite songs right now, and then we are going to kick this puppy up. Please make sure that you have paper and pen, old school, right? Old school paper and pen, notebooks. We're going to cover a lot of information, and I want to make sure that you all are able to retain at least 2 to 3 things. All right? 2 to 3 things. Oh, it's Maria. Hey, Maria. All right, y'all. We got Bruno Mars about to get us ready for that 24K magic, baby. Who's ready for this? We're about to start it off right. Y'all ready? I'm pumped. This is my favorite song right now. Hey, come on, Bruno. Get ready, y'all. Hey, let's get ready. 24 karat magic. That's right. We're about to talk about that tonight. Get ready. Hey. All right. Showtime. That's right. Okay, y'all ready? All right, let's get ready. I know y'all in your dancing mood. Keep up. You won't have to keep up with me tonight. Keep up. That's right. All right, y'all. One of my favorite songs. Always gets me turned up. Okay, hello, everyone. Time to kick this off. Time to get our heads into focus mode. If you have your TVs on, if you're on social media chit-chatting with folks, if you are out there and you are allowing yourself to be distracted by multiple things, I want to encourage you right now to cut them all off. Tonight's live workshop is going to be about how you're going to have a transformational year in 2017. And we're going to talk about the 7 key things you must do and must implement in place if you really want to have a powerful, profitable, and productive year. All right? You want to have a powerful, profitable, and productive year. And so if you are new here, hello, my name is Nicole Cooper. I am an online marketing and profit strategist. I teach people how to create more income leveraging the internet. And my focus is on 3 core things. My goal is to help people accomplish 3 core things, which I will tell you about them on today's workshop. But I'm here to teach people how to earn more money, how to become debt-free, and how to build a thriving business. And so we're going to hop in right now. Let me go ahead and get my screen, share my screen. I want to make sure that you all are able to, let me see, I think we have to do the full screen. I want to make sure that you are able to actually see my screen. So for those of you who are my friends, my personal friends, and you have access to my cell phone, if anything glitches, sometimes it does, Mawia or Khadijah or whoever is out there, if anything happens, go ahead and text me and let me know, because sometimes I'm moving forward and don't realize that you all can't see what I see, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started and make sure that we're in presentation mode. So give me 1 second. All right, let's see. Can you all see my screen? Just want to make sure we're good. Can you see my screen? I'm looking for some yeses. Good to go, good to go. Can you see my screen? All right, no responses yet. I think you all are delayed. Looks good, sounds good. All right, cool. I can see you, I can hear you. All right. All right, so let's get started. We are going to focus on building out and creating your profit plan for 2017, okay? How to create your profit plan for 2017. My objective for each one of you is to help you go from where you are to where you want to be. That's my goal, okay? To go from where you are to where you want to be. For those of you who are new, my name is Nicole Cooper, and my goal is to help create clarity and insight to help you accomplish these 3 goals. I talked about them a little bit earlier, but my goal is to teach people how to earn more money, how to become debt-free, and how to build a thriving business. I pride myself on teaching people powerful. Okay, still populating? Uh-oh. Okay. Can you see, are you guys with me on the slides? Just want to make sure. All right, you guys can see me? We're good? Okay, cool. The PowerPoint, I want to make sure you guys can see the PowerPoint. All right, I'm getting text messages. Okay, so my goal is to help you all create a profitable lifestyle and business, right? And everything that you do, you're able to flourish, okay? So here's 4 ways that your life will change with this workshop, if and only if you apply what it is that we are sharing. A lot of times, many of us get excited about getting more information, but very few of us execute. And we're going to focus tonight on what it takes to execute and how you want to position yourself to win and win big in life and in business, implementing what we're going to show you through this workshop. So the first thing you're going to be able to experience is understanding the steps that you must take to earn the income that you desire. Many of us often desire to make more money, but very few of us understand what it takes to produce more income. right? We don't have a plan. We don't have a strategic plan of action to understand. So tonight you're going to understand that. The second thing is we want to alter the way you view your life, your business, and your money forever. Forever. Okay? The third thing is we're going to eliminate stress from not knowing what to do to go from where you are to where you want to be. And the fourth thing is how to position yourself to have the most profitable and productive year ever. Awesome. Okay. So people are saying there's a delay. Can't see the PowerPoint. Oh man. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Can you see the PowerPoint now? We can't see your slides. Okay. We can hear you. All right, cool. Can you see it now? We can hear you, but the screen looks weird. All right. Let's see. I hear you. Yes, we are delayed. Okay, cool. Hey, Nick, your screen still? Okay. Let's see. All right. I think you guys can see it now, right? Yes, Nicole, you see it? Okay, it's good. Awesome. All right, great. So we'll start from scratch, okay? So let's play pretend, and this is the beginning, all right? Our focus tonight is to help you discover how to create your profit plan for 2017, all right? The objective is to help you go from where you are to where you want to be. As I shared before, my name is Nicole Cooper, and my goal is to help you earn more money, become debt-free, and build a thriving business. That is my focus. That is my goal. And without what I'm going to share with you on today's workshop, you're going to be able to see exactly how to make these three things happen. There's 4 ways your life will change with this workshop. The first is that you're going to discover the steps that you must take to earn the income you desire. The second is you're going to alter the way you view your life and your business and your money forever. The third thing is you're going to be able to eliminate stress from not knowing what to do to get from where you are to where you want to be. And the fourth thing is you're going to learn how to position yourself to have the most profitable and productive year ever, okay? Here's where most people are, and this might be one of these things might apply to you or all of these things might apply to you. But most people are overwhelmed, lacking focus, overworked, underpaid, and lacking fulfillment. A lot of people are extremely frustrated with where their lives are right now, and they desire change, but they don't know where to go to make it happen. But here's where you want to be. You want to be financially free, focused, joyful, have more control over your life, and be in position to do what you love. You see, I've learned that you are only one decision away from a totally different life. And by putting yourself in position to experience what we're going to share with you, you'll be able to see how you can alter your life, okay? Oh man, what's going on? You still? Okay, screen share. We only see a picture of you. Really? What's going on? All right. Let's see, can you see that now? You should be able to see. Is that better? All right. No slides. Okay. This thing sucks. Yes, you can see. Okay, cool. All right, you guys see that now? Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you for your patience. It's well worth it. All right. There you go. You can see it now. All right. We see it now. Okay, cool. Thanks, y'all. Great. This happens. All right. So just so y'all can see all the pretty slides. Oh, this is tech stuff, right? All right, cool. Okay. Here we go. All right. This is where many of you have been overwhelmed, lacking focus, overworked, underpaid, lacking fulfillment. But this is where you want to be: financially free, focused, joyful, more control, and doing what you love. As I shared, you're only one decision away from a totally different life. And we're going to talk about how you can overcome some common pitfalls that many people experience day in and day out and don't know how to break the cycle and the chain on. Okay. So for most of you on here, you are an entrepreneur or a wannapreneur, right? You're someone who wants change in your life, or you're someone who is trying to create change by being an entrepreneur, but you're encountering several different pitfalls. One of the first pitfalls is you're probably doing too many things and wearing too many hats. You don't know where to go, where to start to produce money in your business, and you're all over the place. The second thing is not knowing where to put your energy, okay? The third is not having enough time. The fourth is not understanding the difference between income producing activities and non-income producing activities. The fifth is underestimating the cash that you need to get your life and your business going. Oh my gosh, really? What is happening? Oh, this is what happens when you, seems like when you start talking, it changes to your face pic. Really? Okay, 1 second. Let's retry this. You always pray that this stuff doesn't happen. You test it, it works, and then when you go for it, it does some glitchy stuff. Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave it like this. I'm gonna leave the screen open. Now it's showing. Okay, looks like I have to keep it like this. Okay, cool. All right, so here's the common pitfalls: wearing too many hats, not knowing where to put your energy, not having enough time, income producing activities versus non-income producing activities, underestimating your cash that you need to get your business going and growing, confusing a good idea with a good opportunity, okay? And then not knowing when to pivot. When should you pull out? Many of us are trying a lot of things, it's not working, and we stay around. You need to know when to pull out, okay? So we're gonna talk about how to overcome these pitfalls and the 7 steps to creating your profit plan, all right? Step number 1 is getting clear on where you are, all right? Get clear on where you are. You know, a lot of us we don't understand where we are at and how to alter where we are to where we want to be. What you want to do is begin to look at your current situation and have an honest overview, okay? Have an honest overview. You know, you got to identify what's holding you back. What obstacles are holding you back from taking the right actions? What do you need to do? You know, what do you feel you need to do to move forward? What do you need to change? A lot of times there's a lot of things that we're doing that's not working, and we need to create more change in our business, and we don't understand how to make that change. So you got to get clear on where are you. The way that you identify where you are is you want to ask yourself the following questions, okay? What is my greatest fear? What am I trying to avoid? And what's the one thing that will get me to take action? I want you all to think about that. What is your greatest fear? Something that's holding you back. A lot of you have big dreams, big goals, big ambitions, big desires. But for whatever reason, you're stuck. I want you to think about what is the thing that you fear the most, okay? Some of us fear success. Some of us fear failure. Some of us fear other people looking at us and being embarrassed if things don't work out, right? There's a lot of different reasons why we don't take action. Identify what is your greatest fear. Identify what are you trying to avoid, and identify what's the one thing that would get you to take action, okay? The second way to overcome these pitfalls is to be able to get clear on where you want to go. How many of you truly want to create success in 2017? Okay, I'm going to talk about some drastic things that I had to do personally in my life. And as a result of making these changes, I've already experienced some amazing growth in my life. Okay, so where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? In order to identify where it is that you want to go, the first step is you have to be very clear on what that is. So ask yourself, what is it that you want to accomplish? What big goals would you like to have marked off of your to-do list in 2017? What do you want to become, right? What impact do you want to have, and how do you want to be perceived? If you want to think about any level of impression, I want you to think about, how are you currently desiring for people to view you? What is it that you want people to say about you? What do you want them to remember about you? Okay. The third thing is, what do you want to experience? What would you like to scratch off your bucket list? Would you like to experience traveling the world? Would you like to experience being debt free? Would you like to experience being able to buy your parents a house? Would you like to experience putting your kids in a specific program or school? Think about where you want to go, and let's talk about how you can get closer to this process. Okay. So I think I'm going through here we go. The way that you get clear on where you want to go is you do something called brain dumping. All right, brain dumping. I want you to think about, how many ideas do you have written down that you've been hoping to live out? You've been wanting to live them out, and you've been wanting to put yourself in position where you can really experience them, but you just don't know how. You don't know where to start. You don't know what to do. You don't even know what it looks like. Well, when you start brain dumping, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to help you to create a level of clarity. One of the things that I do every single year is I have a brain dumping session, and I write down every single thing. I don't hold anything back. So from losing 20 pounds to putting my children in piano lessons, to taking a vacation with my husband, to launching, writing my first book. I take I use a template where you can do a brain dump. It's like what you call a mind map. And I just write everything out that I want to accomplish. And so if you want to get clear on where you want to go, the way to do that is to go through the brain dumping process and begin to get all of your ideas out on paper, and don't hold back. Many of us are afraid to look at what we desire. We're so afraid because it seems so much bigger than ourselves, bigger than our capability. But I promise you, when you start writing them down, and through this exercise that I'm sharing with you, when you start writing them down, you're going to see how practical it is to start making that thing happen in your life. Okay. The third thing is how to put a good plan in place. Okay. Put a good plan in place. Many of us don't have a plan at all. Well, what is a GOOD plan? Here's what a GOOD plan is, ladies and gentlemen. A GOOD plan is a get out of debt plan, okay? A get out of debt plan. See, many of us are desiring and striving to make a lot more money, right? You're like, oh, I want to get to 6 figures a year. Oh, I want to make X amount of dollars a year. Oh, I want to get a raise on my job. Oh, I want this. Oh, I want that. But here's what very few of us take the time out to look at. And that's looking at where we are in our current struggle financially with the overwhelming sense of responsibility that we have, right? Many of you have debt. I know for me, I've been out of college since the year 2000. We are going into 2017 and I still got student loan debt. Makes no sense to me because I make the money to pay it off. I never had the intention to pay it off because I never focused on my debt. I always focused on making more money. But what I realized is if I became debt free, I won't, whether I make the money I desire or not, I will have much more freedom no matter what I earn because I won't owe anyone anything, okay? So if you haven't seen or heard or been connected, you may have seen that we recently made a decision to sell everything we own to become debt free. Why did I do this? Well, because every single year, one of the biggest goals that I have is to become debt free, right? I've wrote it down, but I never sat down to really create a real strong, intentional blueprint to make it happen. So this year, earlier this year, I started looking at the numbers and I was like, oh my God, I owe all this money, but I'm out here living large like I'm balling because I make 6 figures a year. It's an oxymoron. I don't care how much money you make. If you have a ridiculous amount of debt, you still have, your net worth is practically negative, right? So I had to make a decision that I'm going to be debt free. And I had a goal. I put it on last year. I had the goal to be debt free by December 2016. Well, I'm not debt free, but I made the move to become debt free by getting rid of all my overhead so that I can start this month knocking out all of my debt. Okay. And so here's the deal. I make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, but I got $177,000 in debt between 3 sources: student loans for me and my husband, car note, and IRS debt, right? 3 sources is $177,000. So what did I decide to do? I made a decision to reposition myself to be able to knock this out in 12 to 18 months. So I had a plan. I sat down, created a plan, and I put forth the action to make it happen. Now, because I have this get out of debt plan, I also had a goal to reach 7 figures a year. Never hit it, but now I have a goal to do it in 24 months. But here's the deal. My goal is to become debt free first. That once I become debt free, ladies and gentlemen, it will position me to be able to invest all the time, energy, and effort I need to build out my business in a way where I can get to 7 figures. Why am I sharing this with you? Because we need to understand that although we have great financial goals, we need to think bigger than the next thing we want to buy. We need to think about how we want to position ourselves to succeed and win in life and in business, right? When I say in life, I mean quality of life. What do you want the quality of your life to be? How do you want to live, 10, 15, 20 years from now? What kind of lifestyle do you want to have? Do you want to have a stressed lifestyle where you're still hustling and grinding, trying to find the next buck? Or do you want to be positioned where you're able to earn an amazing amount of income, or be positioned where you're living off income that you invested in today, right? To position yourself for. Here's a hard, cold fact, okay? By the time most people are retired, which is the age of 65, out of 100 people, 62% of them are flat broke. Why? Because they live day by day and they were living for the next dollar. They did not plan for their future and they did not put in the work today to reposition them down the line. 28% are dead, right? 5% are still working. 4% are financially fit, but only 1% is wealthy. Only 1% is wealthy. How did that 1%er become the wealthy person? Well, here's the deal. Out of the 100 people, 5% are thriving. But guess what? It is known that the average person out of all the people in the world, only 3 to 5% of the world's population actually plan out their year, right? So I don't take it by chance. It's not ironic or by coincidence that that same 5% are categorized as the wealthy and financially fit, right? I'm making decisions today to get rid of all this debt, lifestyle gone for only a year, right? I let go of my house. I let go of all my stuff. I released myself, moved in with my family. I pay them a rent. And guess what? I'm cutting 5-figure checks to get rid of my debt because I know 18, 24 months from now, we will owe no man nothing, right? And so it all boils down to creating your debt-free plan. What is your get out of debt plan? Where are you financially, right? A lot of people come to me and say, Nicole, I want to make a lot more money. What do I need to do to increase my income? How can I make more money in my business? And that's great. I appreciate it. I admire what people say, but guess what? I really respect what they do. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we're no longer college students. I know we want to look like we're rich. I know we want to act like we're balling. I know we want to impress people that really don't care about us, that we're doing well. But here's what I want to do in this little time that I have with you. I want to alter the way you live your life. And what I mean by that is I want you to stop thinking about just the hustle for the next dollar. And I want you to think about the lifestyle you want to live 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Why? Because I want you to think about the fact that we are going into the year 2017, y'all. 2017. Who knew? Like, that used to seem so far away. And guess what? The year is coming here. We are only about 15, 16, 17 days away from the new year. And so we didn't plan for what was going to happen in 2017. A lot of us were just trying to get through, 2014, 2015, 2016. But here's the power of creating a GOOD plan, a good plan, right? What happens is you want to put yourself in position and know what you owe, right? You need to know what you owe and know where you are. Most of us avoid it. We don't want to come face to face with it. And we put ourselves in position where we just stay ignorant because we get intimidated by the dollar amount. But I personally have put together my debt-free plan. And I'm going to actually, let me see if I can pull it up real quick to show you guys. Oh, let me see. Okay. I have a debt reduction calendar. And for those of you that are connected to me, and you'll learn more about how to get access to this soon, but I'm all focused on how much do I need to implement into my life to be able to be debt-free, right? What are the expenses that I have? What are the things that I need to do that is going to position me to be debt-free? I have this little calendar. It's not pulling out. Oh, it's taking too long. So we will have to do this another day. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a picture and show it to you guys real quick. Okay. And you guys will be able to see how this whole process. So what I did is, and I'm going to post it up here for you all to get an actual picture. Okay. But I made a picture. I have this little calculator that shows me how much we owe and how long it will take depending on how much we spend in our debt. All right, let me put a little new slide here and I'll insert it so you guys can see what this looks like. Okay, so we have this calculator where we're able to identify what we owe, what it looks like, how much we need to pay off, and how long it would take based on how much we spend every single month, right? So this is this little, hopefully you guys can see. Let me make sure. All right, looks like you guys can see. Okay, all right, cool. And the way that this works is I pulled up everything we owe, all right? Little miscellaneous credit cards, student loan, all that good stuff. And I identified if I made different levels of payments. If I spent $2,000 a month on the debt, if I spent, just kind of did a list of stuff. If I spent $400 a month on the debt, $1,000, whatever it looked like, how long will it take for me to get out of debt? And it gave me a time frame. It identified what that time frame would be. Okay. You guys will learn more towards the end of this, how to get a hold of this debt-free calculator. But it shows me and it puts out every single month what we need to do, okay? So it shows December 16, how much to pay and who to pay it to, January, February, March, April, May. It does all the calculations for me. That way, ladies and gentlemen, when I focus on this initiative, all my money now, I'm very conscious in how I spend my money. Now I'm not just out here blowing my money on going out to eat every day like I used to do, right? I used to just, if I'm hungry, I'm gonna stop somewhere and go out to eat. Now, baby girl packs her a packed lunch, okay? I pack me a packed lunch. We tell the kids, listen, we got a budget. Everybody for the family, we got a total of, $25 for the kids' entertainment. If they blow it, it's gone. Because I understand when every dollar goes towards this debt, I'm repositioning myself for freedom. So now, although I'm focusing on making more money, I'm also focusing on how to put more money back into my pocket, okay? So you will learn more at the end of this presentation how you can actually get this debt-free calculator, all right? So how do you put your GOOD plan in place, right? You get out of debt-free plan. Well, you got to get real. You got to have what I call a get real session. A lot of us is trying to escape our reality by avoiding it and ignoring it. And that's not how you're going to be free, okay? The way that you put yourself in position to overcome where you are and start repositioning yourself to win is you got to have your get out of debt free plan. So you need to have your get real session. You want to be able to confront where you are, get clear on your money story and start identifying what you need to do differently moving forward. Now, here's the deal. Many of you are afraid because you don't make any extra money and you're trying to figure out how in the heck can I confront debt when I don't even have money to pay my bills? Here's the deal. When you start having a vision and an intentional focus on something, the resources will magically manifest themselves, okay? They will magically manifest themselves, and I talk about that, right? You will be able to discover how to manifest money, literally pulling money out of thin air with what you already have in your hand. You have no idea how much money is around you right now because you're so focused on what you don't have. But I'm going to show you how to focus on what you do have, because when we made this decision, ladies and gentlemen, we were able to generate over $15,000 in 70 days, okay? $15,000. The day we just made a decision to get debt free, we were able to come up with $15,000. It blew me away. $2,000 from books, selling my book library, okay? So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but I want you all to understand, ladies and gentlemen, that it's about being intentional. And as much as you want to have a profitable year, I want you to have a money smart year where you start understanding how to become debt free to support the financial goals that you have, all right? Number 4, now that we're clear on where we are with our finances, now that we're clear on where we are in our lives and we're clear on where we want to be, it's time to put your profit plan in place, okay? Time to put your profit plan in place. So how do you put a profit plan in place? What does that look like? Well, your profit plan is a step-by-step blueprint that is going to show you exactly what you need to do to generate profits in your business. Now, even if you don't have a business, ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that you will learn by working with me in 2017, I'm going to teach people how to become the king and queens of side hustle, right? Side hustle money. I'm really good at 1,000,001 ways to make money. And next year I will be launching some training programs to show you many things that you can do depending on your skill set to convert your skills into money that will pay the bills. Okay. So we'll be learning more about that as you'll be working with me. Okay. Now, when you create your profit plan, you need to know what is your profit goals. What are your profit goals? What are your earning goals? Okay. How would you like to spend your time generating your desired income? What are the things that you want to do? Right. And then who do you want to work with? Who is it that you want to serve? In what ways do you want to approach generating that income? Well, here's how you start focusing on those core things so that you can have a profit plan. You want to get clear and specific on the income sources that you want to implement in your life, right? Whether you want to join a network marketing company, and we'll talk a little bit about the many ways that you can do this, or you want to get whatever you want to do. We'll talk about the 9 ways that you can build a business as an entrepreneur, whether it's your primary business or a side business, all right? But you want to get clear on the income sources that you want to pursue so that you can start implementing them, okay? You also want to determine how you want to work. Most of us just think about, I want to make some money. I want to make some money. I want to make some money. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you how to be smart, okay? The one way to be smart and put yourself in a position to really make the money is to pursue only the things that you know you'll commit to and you'll enjoy. Stop doing stuff because other people have had success. That's the worst thing you can do because you're already setting yourself up for failure. When you fail, you deal with feeling incompetent and incapable. When you feel that way, you start having low self-esteem and confidence issues. And next thing you know, the negative self-talk comes in and you start telling yourself all the reasons why you'll never win because you label yourself a failure. I don't believe that because we failed, we are failures. What I do feel is that oftentimes failure has a way of teaching us exactly what we need to do to begin to alter our lives, right? We need to do something different. So you got to determine how you want to work and stop lying to yourself. I had to stop lying to myself, and I'll tell you guys about that in a second, okay? Now, there's 3 ways to generate income. There's 3 different income sources, all right? And these income sources are 3 sources that I'm personally implementing all 3 into my life, but most of us only focus on one. You have the active income source, okay? The active income source, that's where you are, where you exchange time for money. So most of you, if you have a job and you do something for a 9 to 5, the way that you get paid is through this active income source. That means that I'm going to go to work and I get a guaranteed paycheck, right? The second way that you make money is leveraged income source. And so when you have a leveraged income source, it means that you're going to do something one time, but you do it for multiple people. So let's say you do a group coaching program, or you do a workshop, or you do a training, whatever it is, but it's one to many. It's you working with multiple people. That's leveraged income, because now you're maximizing your time by working with more people than you would if you did one-on-one. One-on-one is active income, right? You got to spend time with one person. You make money one way at a time, right? Or whatever it is. But when you have leveraged income, you can do something one to many and get paid for the same amount of effort in that 1 hour by multiple different sources, okay? The third way to generate income is passive income. This is when you do something one time and get paid for it over and over and over again. So for those that are my online marketers, those who understand affiliate marketing, you know, that's the way that you can set yourself up. And sometimes network marketing is set up this way for residual income, right? You enroll someone, you work with them, you get them going, and you're able to generate money residually over and over again from their efforts after you've put the initial work in, okay? But let's look at how these all add up. There's 9 types of business models that you can pursue. Now, if you guys are trying to figure out where you should put your focus, and you know, you're finding yourself doing multiple things at one time, you know, we'll talk a little bit more about this as you're working with me on how to get clear on what you should do that works best for you, because there's a lot of different business models and they don't work for everybody. It's not a one size fits all environment. And so you have to get very clear on what works for you. So there's 9 different business models. All right. So you have the implementation of services. This is people who are like graphic designers, virtual assistants, web developers. They do something for someone. Social media marketing people, they have a specific service that they provide. The second source is coaching and strategy, right? You know what that is. The third is live events. The fourth is training programs. The fifth is membership. And the sixth is information products. The seventh is team-based business. The eighth is affiliate programs or joint ventures. And the ninth is network marketing, okay? So I kind of have this mapped out here, and we kind of show you different ways in which you can pursue these things. So if you sold information products, well, there's various types of information products. You can sell ebooks, CDs, audio type products, multimedia products, online digital products. If you did a coaching, or if you pursue coaching and strategy in your business, you can do one-on-one coaching, group coaching, masterminds, VIP days, planning sessions, right? If you chose to do live events, you can do conferences, retreats, intensives, right? There's a million and one ways, training programs. You can do certifications, online trainings, workshops. There's so many ways that you can make money in each of these things. The key is getting clear on the best way that works for you. So one of the things that I've learned to do over the years is identify what I call my money map, okay? My money map is being able to know what ways I'm going to focus on, what products I'm going to launch, you know, where I'm going to put my efforts so I can position myself to guarantee my income. The problem with most of us is wherever the wind blows, we go, right? A new business opportunity comes out, we hop on board, we have no sense of direction of how much we want to earn, how much time we're going to invest, what key activities we need to do to make that money. You know, we don't know anything. We're just busy, working. And we have absolutely no connection to how we're going to create that outcome. So this is a good example. If you, let's say you want to make $100,000 this year, you know, you want to launch info products, do a coaching program, write an ebook, and do an affiliate program. Well, guess what? You can strategically map these out for your year, and you can know exactly what activities you need to pursue to get them going. But guess what? You don't do them all at once. You might launch your first info product in January, your second one in March, You might launch your coaching program along with your second product in March. You might do an ebook by June or May, and your second ebook by August, and your first affiliate program focus. You see what I mean? You can map this thing out. So one of the things that I do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm always looking at numbers. This shows how I'm going to get to my $1 million year over the course of the next 18 to 24 months. I'm strategically developing things and putting things in place that's going to produce my income. I know my numbers. I understand what they look like. I have them mapped out for every quarter, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And as you can see, the total equates to $1.2 million. Listen, I am not playing any games, and I'm not sitting around hoping, wishing, and praying that it works out. I'm very clear on what I need to do. And when you have a sense of clarity, what that does is it creates confidence, it creates focus, and it creates intention. So now everything you do becomes clear because it's all in alignment with your focus. So you don't be scrambling around, seeing what everybody else doing, hanging out on social media, shooting the breeze and, being nosy. And you don't even have time to be jealous. You don't have time to feel worthless. You don't have time to feel incompetent. You don't have time to feel like a failure. Why? Because you got a plan. You know where you're going, what you're doing, what's required, what effort you need to take, how you need to make it happen, who you need to talk to. I mean, it's so amazing and liberating that you put yourself in a position now where you are no nonsense about your time and you value your time so much better. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure everybody is with me. Are we all good? Are we good? We're good. We're good. We're good. Let's see. We're good. Okay. All right, cool. Just making sure. Not a single. We see the PowerPoint application. Now we see your pic only. Oh no, just your picture again. Oh, okay. All right, I'll redo it. I touched something. All right, we're gonna stop screen sharing and we're going to screen share again. I guess when I touch something, every time you hit play, okay. All right. So prayerfully, y'all can see me. I'm gonna stop coming over here checking. No, PowerPoint is going again. Okay, only your picture. Out of order. Now only your picture. Okay. Can y'all see me now? Are we good? Maybe I shouldn't have checked in, right? All right. Are we up? We're good? It was fine? Okay, cool. All right, great. So let me keep going. Okay. Let me make sure y'all can see me. I'm gonna do it one more time to make sure we are in full presentation mode. We're good. We see your Excel sheet. Okay, cool. Awesome. We are back in business. Awesome, awesome. All right, number 5, monetizing your message. Okay, monetizing your message. One of the things that I really want you all to become masters of is understanding that every encounter you've had in your life is designed to position you to win. I don't care if it's been good, bad, ugly, shameful, embarrassing, and I'm saying from a standpoint of anything you've encountered in your life, it can become it'll lead, your purpose can lead to a very profitable future for you. Why am I sharing this with you? Because I want you to understand that we have to stop trying to be like everyone else. We have to stop trying to do what everyone else is doing. And we have to understand that I have a message and people are waiting to hear it. So this is your chance to turn what you know into cash flow. And I say this is an opportunity for you to turn your mess into a message. Think about how many mistakes have you made where you felt useless, okay? I remember years ago, it's been almost 10 years, where I was sitting in bankruptcy court, losing everything I owned after thinking that I was gonna be a budding entrepreneur, real estate investor. We had invested in 4 properties. I was a superstar real estate agent. I was making ridiculous amounts of money. So I kept buying more and more properties because that's when shows like Flip This House came out. And I called myself trying to flip houses. And I was at the prime of my time But the recession hit and we lost everything and we went bankrupt. And it was one of the most devastating experiences of my life. I was embarrassed, ashamed. It's just every emotion you can think of. I was that. But little did I know, when I started sharing that story, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? It made me $1 million. It made me $2 million, as a matter of fact. So I've always learned that I can take my mess and turn it into a message. So I want you to understand that whatever it is that is going on in your world, a lot of times the mess that we have in our lives clutter our ability to see differently than where we are. But I want you to start getting excited, because your mess is going to become your progress, okay? It's going to produce your progress. It's going to produce your platform, and it's going to produce your profit. And I'm going to show you how as you begin working with me. Here's the deal. You want to learn how to connect with your tribe. You have your people. Like, I got my people, you got your people. There's some people that I've worked with in the past, and I had to say to myself, they're not my people. I don't relate to them. I don't connect with them. I don't feel comfortable around them. They're not my people. But y'all are my people, right? I realized that the kind of person that I am, there's a specific type of person that I can be connected to. And I understand my tribe now. So I stopped trying to fit into everybody else's tribe. Okay. So you got to understand that you're going to attract people who are like you and they get you. And you don't want to be like everybody else. You don't want to be like everybody else. You don't want to try to do what everyone else is doing. You want to stay connected to what you know you do well. Okay. So the third thing is turning your ideas into insight, income, and impact. If you really want to learn how to begin to create success in your life, it's taking your ideas and your insight and sharing it with other people. A lot of us keep it to ourselves, but you don't understand that the gift that is within you, when you start sharing it with the world, it's going to become the transformational tool to impact your life. And I'm going to share that with you as you start working with me. Okay. So here's the deal. In order to understand how to monetize your message, you want to ask yourself some questions. What were the struggles that you had to dig deep and find the answers to that you've now mastered? It may be something as simple as how to potty train my baby at the age of 2 and actually do it in 7 days or less, right? You know, you can make money off of that. It might be the fact of how to overcome depression. Do you know you can make money from that? It might be where you learn how to become a vegan. Do you know you can make money from that? You might be really good at creating training courses or singing or instrument, playing the piano. Do you know there's a guy who's a multimillionaire because he taught people how to play the piano by ear? Whatever it is that you are really good at, and usually it's something that we overlook. We often tell ourselves that, oh, everybody does this. It's the thing that you think everybody knows how to do. Guess what? They don't, and they'll pay you to teach them. So you want to start asking yourself, what are some of the struggles that I had in my life, and what do I need to do to dig deeper to get those struggles, just get connected to those, all right? And you start sharing that. When you start talking about those gifts that you have and sharing it with other people, that's when cha-ching, cha-ching is going to happen in your life. And I'm going to show you as you begin working with me how to make that happen, okay? So the sixth thing is putting a marketing plan in place. And I'm kind of going to just go through this pretty quickly. This is something that a lot of us hear about and we can always build on, but I want you to really connect with the core other pieces. But the understanding the marketing plan is knowing where your audience hangs out, what is it that they're looking for, and how you can get their attention. The seventh step, ladies and gentlemen, is ready, fire, aim. It's the ability to create an execution plan. What do you need to do to begin to get yourself in gear? Put your legs to work. Get in action mode. Stop talking about what you're going to do. Stop wishing about what you're going to do. Stop researching about what you need to do, and instead do it. In this seventh step, one of the things that you want to do is get very clear on what are income producing activities that I should be focusing on day in and day out. You know, it seems like the minute I made a decision to become debt free, I have now been able to, no PowerPoint again, went back up. Can you guys see? You're on a delay. Okay. You can see, okay. The minute I made a decision to become debt free, all of a sudden my focus heightened. It is amazing. It's beautiful and wonderful what can happen when you are hyper focused. That means I am intentionally connected to an outcome and I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. Okay. So what do you need to do for it to create income producing activities? All right. Here's the deal. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. If you keep doing what you've always done, you'll keep getting what you've always gotten. A lot of us are always trying to produce change by doing the same thing. If you do the same thing in 2017 that you did in 2016, you're gonna fail. Sorry, right? If it wasn't working then, if it worked, then keep doing it. But if you try to keep doing the same thing the same way, that's called insanity. Expecting different results, that's insanity. Okay. So I want you to ask yourself, where do I want to be 1 year from now? It's gonna come so fast. I remember sitting down in 2016 making my goals for 2017. I had no idea that I would be in Florida, living here, putting myself in position to become debt free and selling everything we owned. Had no idea that's how it was going to happen, but it manifested, and magic is happening in our lives. Okay. Can't see the slides again. Can see the slides. Can you see? Great. We can see that. Can you see? Can you see my dear friends who are texting me? Can you see me? We can see? Okay, cool. Awesome. I don't know what's going on with this thing, but okay, cool. Awesome. So ask yourself, where do I want to be 1 year from now? What do I need to do differently to get my desired results? And what matters most to me right now? A lot of us need to get honest with ourselves. Where do you want to be a year from now? Okay. Here's what I know. I see somebody say, I want to get out of debt. Oh, you're taking notes. But where do you want to be a year from now? I know for me, that $177,000, I want it to be a minimum of $20,000, $30,000 left on that debt, if that. So I know I want over $140,000, $50,000 of that debt gone in the next 12 months. I'm intentional about it. And I believe all of it will be gone by next December. Where do you want to be in the next 12 months? Okay. Where do you want to be? What do you need to do differently to make that happen? What do you need to do differently to make that happen? And what are the key things that matter most to you right now that you know you want to position yourself for? So let me give you guys a quick little story about my journey. And there's a blog post, I think we released it today. You guys might see it promoted in the next couple of days. But I wrote a blog post on why I walked away from a 6-figure a year income to build a blog. Right? Sounds extremely stupid. Uh-oh. What's that? I hope that's not the alarm. You hear that beep? Something's beeping. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I think it's an alarm. Uh-oh. I'm here at the office. Looks like the alarm is going to go off. Okay, cool. Just annoy the beeps in the background. Okay. But here's the deal. You can play now or pay later, or you can pay now and play later. So let me tell you guys a little bit of story about my situation. So I did this blog post of why I walked away from a 6-figure income. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, there we go. Why I walked away from a 6-figure income to build a blog. And the reality is this. I had to get clear on what mattered most to me right now in my life, right? What really, really matters to me. And as I was building a network marketing business, I was making 6 figures. It's easy for me to make 6 figures in network marketing. I love the people, right? I love the team development. I love a lot of things about network marketing. What I did not enjoy was the limited time I had to do the things that really matter to me, which was writing, creating. I want to write books. I love to do trainings. I like to connect with people, like outside of me trying to force them to join me in something, but instead them really knowing what they want to do and really developing and supporting them in that area. And so I had a hard time with with putting so much energy and effort into something that conflicted with what I really love to do. And so I had to make a decision. If I put my energy and effort in what I really love to do, I can get the 6 figures back. That's not an issue. But I need the time. What mattered to me was time and energy. I needed time and energy to put into my personal goals and personal desires, and not just chase money building someone else's company. It was great. It helped me. And I believe that network marketing is great for a lot of you. If you're in it and you're just getting started and you are not like me, where you know what you want to do other than that, stay in there, because I love the industry. Been a blessing in my life, but I had to know what mattered to me. So I began to pursue doing what really mattered most to me. And so I walked away from a 6-figure income to build a blog. I want to build a blogging profit center. But that was because that's what mattered to me. And I was positioned to do that. I had money stashed. I had other income sources prepared to support me. I had a whole plan in place. So I didn't do it spontaneously. I did it strategically. But if you don't know what you want to do or what matters most to you, and if you don't put a plan in place, you can't do that. You'll end up staying in these miserable circumstances over and over and over again. And then in the end, you'll be asking yourself, why did I allow so much time to pass me by and never stepped out to take the risk to pursue what I really love? So I want you to think about that. So as I shared earlier, you can play now and pay later, or you can pay now and play later. And what I chose to do, ladies and gentlemen, was pay now. I don't mind sacrificing the next 12 to 24 months of my life to change the next 20, 30, 40 years of my life. I just don't mind, because I understand now where I'm going and what it is that I'm going to be doing. And I want you guys to understand something. Listen, a lot of us are lying to ourselves. We're telling ourselves that someday it's going to work out. Someday I'm going to be blessed. Someday something amazing is going to happen. Someday never comes. Today is the day to be responsible with your time and responsible with your actions, and put forth the effort and the energy to manifest that someday into being your today, right? Not someday. So here's what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, because a lot of you're hearing what I'm saying, you get it, and you're like, okay, I get it, but I want to know what's next. Like, what is it that I need to do to strategically position myself to open up the doors to transform my life? Well, I'm glad you asked. I am putting myself in position to work with you in preparation of entering into 2017 through a program that I put together called the 21-Day Profit Plan Coaching Program. Here's the deal. My goal is to take everything that I covered with you on today and package it up, and over a 21-day period of time, equip you with exactly what you need, giving you all the resources to map your plan out, know what you need to do, how you need to do it, what you need to make it happen, and the action steps to take to manifest them in your life. And I call this the no nonsense, no BS approach to earning more money in 2017. Here's what I don't want to be bothered with. I don't want to be bothered with a lot of hoopla and hype. I'm not here to recharge and reboost everybody every 30 to 60 days about some new opportunity that's going to change your life overnight, and you don't have to do anything to make that happen. If you're that person that's looking for overnight success and you don't want to put the effort and the energy into it, this is not something that you should be interested in. I don't want to work with you. Plain and simple, right? My days of working with people who want miracles out of no effort are gone. But I will say, for those of you who said, you know what, Nicole, I've tried a lot of different things. I've put myself in a lot of different programs. I've bought these trainings. I've joined this business. I've invested in these programs. I've done all these things, but I still feel like I don't know how to bring all the pieces of the puzzle together. Then this is the perfect layout for you. So here's how this is going to work, okay? What I did was I put forth 4 different modules, and I'll go over those with you shortly. But what happens is every single day for the 21 days, I'm going to give you a call. We'll have a morning call, right? A daily call. And you can access it anytime you want. If you can't hop on at that time, you'll be able to get access to it. It'll be pre-recorded. 21 lessons, right? Every day you have a lesson with an assignment along with a course workbook. Daily journal entry guides to help you map out this process. Money mapping tool to know what you need to do to start producing the income. Building out your budget, your money planning worksheets. You have all these different things in place. Your profit plan blueprint, your accountability community, and private mastermind coaching calls, right? So you'll have access to all of these different sources over this 21-day program. And we also put some additional things in place for you, okay? The way that this is set up, and for those of you who are like, well, I want to learn more about it, just so you can write this down, get a pen and write this down, it's NicoleSCooper.com/join the workshop, okay? NicoleSCooper.com/join the workshop. The way that we set this up was into 4 different parts, okay? 4 modules over the course of 21 days. The first one is understanding, how do you position yourself for wealth, right? A lot of us love to talk about being wealthy and multiple streams of income, and I'm gonna make 6 figures and I'm gonna be successful. Well, guess what? If you don't have a plan, all you're gonna do is continue wishing, hoping, and dreaming, and then you'll probably live the next 20 of your life saying what you coulda, shoulda, woulda done back in 2016 or 2017 that you just didn't put the time and effort in to do. What I want to teach you how to do is conquer the poverty mindset. Listen, a lot of us think broke, right? We believe that money is only for wealthy people. We despise wealthy people. We think that you got to get an inheritance or be privileged in order to be successful. But a lot of us are under generational curses, things that are keeping us bound by our belief system. And it's because of how we were raised. Some of us were born around people that said, you know, we'll never be rich, we're poor, we're this, that, and the other, whatever it is. But there's a gazillion limiting beliefs that we adopt over the years. And a lot of us need to learn how to conquer that. So we'll talk about that in this section. We also talk about transforming your way to greatness. What do you need to do to reposition yourself, okay? How to overcome shame and taking responsibility for where you are. You know, when I lost everything, I was embarrassed and shameful, and I felt ill-equipped and disqualified to teach anybody anything because I felt like a failure. But thank God I overcame it, took responsibility for the few mistakes that I made, and we restructured and reshifted how we moved forward, and it changed our lives. We started producing multiple 6-figure years every single year after the bankruptcy, right? Until now. I also am going to talk about understanding your relationship with money. A lot of us, we just have a poor relationship. It's like an abusive relationship or a bad relationship that we've been in. If you've been in a bad relationship with someone and they disappointed you, but somebody good comes into your life and they want to just invest in you and love on you, because of your bad relationship, you've created a relationship, a mental connection that everybody is the same way. So you start pushing people away out of trying to avoid getting disappointed again, and you end up putting yourself in position to lose great people. Well, it's the same thing with money. You start getting rid of money so fast because you get disappointed because of previous experiences financially that you hurry up and spend it, and then you wonder why you're always broke. Well, we'll talk about understanding your relationship with money. And I don't mean people who are broke because they make a little bit of money. I know a lot of teachers who are millionaires, okay, on a teacher's salary. I know a lot of 6-figure and 7-figure millionaires. You know what, NFL players, NBA players who made gazillions of dollars and they're broke after 3 years of leaving the league. They go bankrupt. 85% of professional athletes go bankrupt within 3 years of leaving the league, no matter how much money they earn. So a poverty mindset and thinking broke has nothing to do with how much money you have in your bank account, okay? The second piece is creating your get out of debt free plan. We talk about what you need to do and why you must do it, how to operate, how to stop operating in the insanity and create change, how to scale down so that you can come up, all right? We talk about how to manifest money to conquer debt, and we show you how to sow your way to success. The third section, we go through creating your profit plan, you know, how to set the course for your goals, how to turn your passion into a side business, how to create your money map, how to turn what you know into cash flow by creating digital products, okay? How to monetize your message, how to leverage the internet to grow profits, leveraging tools like Pinterest, how to create your launch and editorial calendar for your profit plan. We cover that in part 3. And then part 4, we go through the ready, fire, aim. section where it's about putting your execution plan in place. How do you up level your skills to up level your income? All right, how to execute and how to connect with community and create accountability so that you can stay the course. The way that this is set up, ladies and gentlemen, it's a 21-day profit plan coaching program with 21 days of coaching, 2 live Ask Me Anything calls, and 50 spots available, right? 50 people that we're opening up so that you can truly get connected to your community and be in position to win. So I have a lot of bonuses here for you I'm going to go through, but if you want to know where to go to sign up, I'm going to let you know these spots are going to fill up fast. Guys, listen, I'm not begging anybody. I am so serious about impacting lives moving forward. I'm on a mission. And so if you're ready for change, I want you to make the commitment for you, right? Make the commitment to be in position for you, for your future, for your financial freedom, for your family, for where you want to be 12 months from now. This is what you want to do for you. I promise you, the day that I started putting this in place in my life, I began to see clear. Even now, even in this debt-free situation, it's all a result of planning and seeing things, okay? So make sure you lock your spot at NicoleSCooper.com/join the workshop. But let's talk about the bonuses that you're going to get in this course. Because not only are you going to get the 21-day coaching, but you're also going to get bonus number 1, which is the Money and Marketing Success Plan full training, all right? This is something that I used to do every single year, and it is one of my most highly coveted products. People love it. And you see all the modules, it breaks it down, it walks you through step by step. And depending on what program you come into, you can get access to the Money and Marketing Success Plan, valued at almost $2,000 worth of information. All right. The second bonus is going to be creating your automated money machine. How do you turn likes into swipes, turn content into cash, and turn all those hearts on Periscope into high-paying clients? For those that get started on today, depending on which package you choose, you have an opportunity to get your hand on this product, which is $197. It will teach you everything you need to know about creating an automated money machine. You also get access to the 6-figure Rolodex, valued at $47. Our social media marketing planner, our basic, our fast path to cash, the basic steps to creating a fast path to cash. If you are in a position right now where you're like, Nick, you know what? I need to make money like tomorrow. This training is going to show you what I used to do to pull money out of thin air, literally making thousands of dollars within a couple of weeks, with a few things that I would put in place. So this training, you'll get access to this. It's going to show you quick and easy ways to put money in your pocket quickly. You also will get access to our personality-driven profits. Now, this is critical because I talked to you earlier about stop trying to do what everyone else is doing. Stop trying to fit into how everybody else is going, what route they're going. Listen, we all have different personalities. I have a very different personality than a lot of people. I got to stay with what works for Nicole. So in this course, you'll learn how to identify who you are, how you work, and what works best for you when it comes to producing or being an entrepreneur and choosing your journeys, okay? So this is another Power Pack bonus that you will get access to. And last but not least, listen, this is not even released yet. This is my powerful course that I'm putting together, that I'm sharing how we made over $15,565 in 7 days using our cell phone, and how you can be able to do the same. So depending on which community you join, that will determine which, if you be able to get your hands on this. But it's an amazing, amazing, fully packed information of what exactly steps we took to produce over $15,000. Y'all listen, I'm blown away. I'm still on my phone. I'm blown away of how we made this happen. Because I told my husband, I said, we're going to make $10,000, in this journey. And we ended up doing more than, 10,000. We did 15,000. So I'll share with you exactly how we did it. So here's what you need to write down. Here's how you need to go ahead and register. You head on over to NicoleSCooper.com/jointheworkshop.com. That's NicoleSCooper.com at /jointheworkshop.com. So let's talk about these packages. What does it cost? Yes, there's an investment. Many of you guys love free. Well, guess what? Free plus free equals broke. I believe in investing in your future. I believe in putting yourself in position to be equipped with the necessary resources to make it happen. And so guess what? I'm taking something that's valued at over $1,400, almost $1,500, and I have it set up for you today in different packages depending on your level, right? All of us are at different income levels. So here's what we have. We have the bootstrapper package, which is for those of you who are just getting started. You have limited funds, but you want to get access to the resources and you want to be a part of this coaching program movement. For this $1,500 package, you will literally get the 21-day profit plan coaching program, the 4 training modules, workbooks, action plans, the online community. You'll get the 6-figure Rolodex, social media marketing planner, personality-driven profits. You'll get all those tools, and the investment is $297. Okay, $297. Now this is redonkulous. I know people who are charging $2, $3, and $5 grand for opportunities like this, and so guess what? This is beyond worth it. And for $297, if you need a payment plan option, it is there. All right. But the next package we have is for those who, what I would like to call my game face folks, right? My game face changers. These are the people who are serious about going to the next level. They have a little bit more to be able to invest in themselves to get going, and you want to get access to additional resources. All right. So in addition to all the other stuff you got, these individuals will get access to 2 live Q&A sessions, right? And ask me anything, whatever it is that you need guidance on. Okay. The link directs back to the webinar. Okay, I'll fix that shortly. But whatever it is you need guidance on, I'm going to be able to show that. I'll share that with you. Let me make sure. But for my game changer people, what's going to happen is you'll get the free live training. You're also going to get the money and marketing success plan package. And you're going to put yourself to get the automated money machine. Okay. So you'll be able to get those extra bonuses by investing in that. Let me fix this link. Thanks y'all for letting me know. I'm going to give me 1 second. And it's going to come up. All right. So that's the game changer package. And I want you all to understand, here's the deal with these different, okay, it goes back to the webinar. So let me see. I put the wrong link. Gotta love that, right? So, oh, I put the wrong thing up. Okay, it's 21-day coaching. All right, NicoleSCooper.com, 21-day coaching. Let me fix this. NicoleSCooper.com. Oh, I can't fix it. NicoleSCooper.com, 21-day coaching. But let me go ahead. I'll change that link so that because all of you all are going there, we're going to change it so you guys can find it right away. And thank you so much, Charlene, for letting me know. So I'm just making this quick change real quick, and it'll send you straight to register. All right. So hold on 1 second. That's the beautiful thing about our community. They look out for you. They make it happen. So head on over to NicoleSCooper.com, and it should be working starting now. All right. NicoleSCooper.com/join the workshop. All right. Let me make sure you guys can see me again. Oh, shoot. I hope this thing has been showing. Present to everyone. This thing is kind of crazy. Have y'all been able to see my screen? I hope so. Okay. Kind of sucks that some of y'all haven't been able to see. Okay. The next one is a game face package. You're going to be able to get the money and marketing success plan, automated money machine, 6-figure Rolodex, social media marketing, all that good stuff in addition to the 21-day package, okay? And then last but not least, we are going to have our GoPro package. These are my folks who are serious about whatever it takes to win. The beautiful thing about this, guys, I don't offer one-on-one coaching. I really am going to limit it. It's going to be very, very high ticket in the upcoming year before this program because I want to invest in a few people to be able to get very clear. These individuals will get 2 one-hour one-on-one coaching sessions with me, okay? So with this, you get the 2 one-on-one-hour coaching sessions with me. That's just me and you going through your personal plan and kind of talking about how to implement these different things in your business. And then we're also going to give you all the other goodies. All right. So here's what's going to happen. You can head on over to NicoleSCooper.com, jointheworkshop.com. But for the individuals, for the first 10 people that take action tonight, okay, that actually say, you know what, Nicole, I see it, I want in. For the first 10 people that take action, I'm going to have a VIP coaching session with all of you. For the first 10, we're going to be able to really go through and identify where you feel you need to be, where you feel you're stuck, and how to apply these resources to your personal journey, okay? Exactly what it is that you need to do to alter some things with where you are. And I'm going to work with just 10 people. I need to keep it to 10 so that we can have personalized times with the first 10 people that take action. For those of you who are looking and you're saying, you know what, I want in, but my budget is different. Well, here's the deal. We have package plans available. So when you head on over to the website, you can click either the pay in full, or you can click the get the packages, and these payment plan. It's going to allow you to make payments so that you can be able to be a part of this course. Once again, with the GoPro package, I only have 10 spots available for one-on-one coaching. That is actually way beyond my exceeding level. I usually only do 5, but I'm going to do 10. And so all of these that you see here, guys, you'll have an opportunity to be a part of some amazing things. But for those who take action now, you can get access to my VIP coaching and put yourself in position to get a ton more bonuses. So our live coaching sessions are going to be starting. I'm going to be sending you out the dates when we're going to be doing them and get started with them. It's not going to interrupt your holiday. So we'll make sure that we respect your time. But here's the deal. You're going to go into 2017 with a bang. And the beautiful thing about those who get the Game Face package and the GoPro package, when you get on our live sessions, you'll be able to see my personal blueprint where I go into detail about what I did and how I did it. I'm giving you an opportunity to understand the specific steps that I'm taking. For those of you who wanted to know, you guys saw me, heard me talk about something that I learned to save me $300. I actually learned how to put this PowerPoint together, right? I learned how to do some things that saved me money to whip stuff up really quickly. And so for those who take action on tonight, they're going to get the bonus package, being able to learn more about how to put yourself in position to start doing things on your own, even if you suck at it, because I suck at this kind of stuff. But I was able to whip it up myself, being resourceful. Why? Because I am being very mindful of the money that I spend. So I used to spend $300 to get these PowerPoints done. I was able to put them together myself, and I'm learning how to put a lot of things together to get stuff out there quickly for profit. This course, this little cover, did it myself, right? It's not the most beautiful thing, but here's what I'm going to teach you. It's better to take action and fix it along the way than to be perfect and hold out and don't ever put it out there, right? So it's best to get started. You can only win if you get started. You can't wait to be perfect. You can't try to be perfect and still try to win. Perfection will kill your success. So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are looking, you're ready to hop into this, make sure you go and lock your spots right now at NicoleSCooper.com/join the workshop. For those who are watching and you're saying, gosh, I want in, but I just can't, I don't know what to do with this. Well, listen, there's a lot of information. If you're not able to register right now, you probably will want those resources and you want to do whatever you can to make the investment. But you've got a lot of information today that can help position you to implement to win. But I'm going to tell you, for those that sacrifice to make this investment, you're going to save a lot of time. You're going to make a lot more money. And you're going to be positioned very differently to win in 2017. And here's the deal, guys. No pity in 2017. Our life is about the decisions and choices that we make. We're a result of our best choices, of our best thinking. And so whatever whatever it is that we have accomplished in life is a result of the greatest level of capacity that we have in our mental state to fulfill. It's what we can do within ourselves. But when you start aligning with other people who help you break through those blind spots and begin to understand what you need to do differently to win, that's when you'll start seeing massive transformation and paradigm shifts in your life. So those who are ready for change, make the investment. Make the investment. Let this be your Christmas gift to yourself and be positioned to win. And so I'm really looking forward to working with all of you. who are saying yes for my first 10. Stay tuned. We're going to get together and we're going to talk about our VIP coaching time, and we're going to get together. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today's workshop. I hope you got a lot out of this. And listen, I want you to head on over into our Facebook group at Bold Unapologetic Success. It's in our Facebook group. And I want you to talk about what your biggest aha moment was on today. What was the biggest aha moment you had? What transformational shift you encountered, and how you see this is going to be able to transform your life. So make sure you guys go and lock your spot. Looking forward to working with those of you who said yes to yourselves as a big gift for transformation. And so you guys have an awesome and amazing night. Thank you so much for joining us, guys, and I'll see you on the inside of the course. Bye-bye.